I'm Ryan Milton from Team Flex. Today I want to take a minute to talk with you about one of the biggest questions that I get this time of year, which now we are about to be moving into October. What the heck is going on with that alone? Competitors getting sick while on prep. What are you supposed to do? What's the move? What supplements do you take? What should you do? Should you go sun yourself on your roof for 24 hours? What do you need to do to make sure you stay on track with your prep, right? And unfortunately, this is something that comes up all the time. I've dealt with it, probably thousands of times, honestly, in my career at this point, where all of a sudden you're rolling in prep, everything's going so well, everybody's executing, you're just killing it, right on track, and then all of a sudden you get sidelined with, what seems like it could be the new biggest thing they're going to talk about on the news tomorrow. Who knows? But the point is, either way, getting sick on prep, it does happen. And the only way that you fail, the only way that prep goes down, that you lose it, you got to change your show, whatever, is if you don't know how to act. So that's what I'm going to cover for you today. I'm going to talk a little bit about it, tell you what I do with my athletes, tell you what you can do. And you know what? You might be actually watching this as somebody who's sick on prep right now. So let's fix it. Let's figure it out. By the end of this, promise you that you'll have some answers. And if you're new to my channel, this is the kind of stuff I do all the time. I try to make whatever content I can that's going to help you do better as a competitor. Okay, so subscribe, hang out. Got a lot more coming, I promise you that. So getting sick on prep, it's no joke. The first thing that I want you to do, I want you to go ahead and check yourself mentally, okay? Because I know what happened. I know instantly, as soon as you got sick on prep, you went, oh no, it's over. I got to throw in the towel. The whole thing's over. I'm not going to bring my best. I'm not going to be able to be there. I already paid for it. What do I do? How do I get out? I don't know what to do, right? Your brain starts going wild. And I've seen it time and time again. And part of it is actually from being sick, right? Like when your brain is physically and mentally tired already from prep and everything else, and then you get sick on top of it, it can throw you for a whirlwind. So first thing I want you to do, check your mental state, okay? And say, hey, here's what's happened. I got sick. Not a big deal. I'm going to figure out a way out of this. It's not going to derail my prep. It's not going to throw me off. I'm still going to hit the stage. I'm going to get through this. You got to have a mental check with yourself and take a breather, whatever that takes. For some people, go unplug for a few minutes, right? Go take a hot shower, whatever it is. Go hit the sauna, something that's going to support you feeling a little bit better, giving your brain a little bit of space here and putting away the crazy thoughts, because those crazy thoughts, they already coming up on prep. They're going to come a lot more while you're sick. So plan, prepare, and be ready to combat them by staying ahead of that happening. And if that's not even happening to you right now, go do it anyway. Okay, go do it anyway, because it'll come up. I promise you. That's the first thing. Get yourself mentally right. Make a game plan. Figure out what you're going to do. That's step two. Step two, this is what I always tell my clients, okay? Do not go to the fucking gym, okay? Do not go to the gym when you are sick. For one, a lot of people get in their head saying, okay, if I miss a workout, prep is over. Prep is never one workout, folks. Prep is never one singular workout. It doesn't matter if you miss a workout. What will matter is if you miss weeks, okay? And what ends up happening is people go to the gym anyway. They force it. They say, I got to go to the gym. I got to hit my legs. Got to do this and that. My glute's going to go flat. My delt's going to go, live on Saturn if I don't get out here and train anyway. No, what ends up happening is you prolong your body being sick. You prolong the actual sickness you're dealing with. Sometimes you send it into a secondary infection and other things that take you out of the gym for even longer. Every single time I've seen a client try to struggle through, grind it through, push it through, they get sick for longer, they get worse, and they end up taking a longer time out of the gym. Your body will always win, folks, okay? Our minds can be strong as shit. Your body will defeat you when it comes to being sick if you force it and it can't recover and it can't get better. And then all you've done is put yourself in a perfect cyclone spiral to make sure that you're going to really miss this prep, right? So best thing to do, if you're sick, hey, cool. All right. Your top priority shifted from lifting weights, doing glutes, doing shoulders, whatever your top priority is shifted now to getting better, recover, get your health right. And then you go back to the gym. And what happens every time, right? If you take a hard recovery, you really settle in, you say, okay, I'm going to scrap the gym just like Coach Rice says. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to focus on my nutrition. I'm going to sit here and, relax and recover. You get better faster. You know what that means? You get back to normal intensity in the gym faster. You know what that means? It was a small couple of days here maybe where you missed the gym. Now you're back to work. no problem. What ends up happening though, if you force yourself to go, you prolong it, you're sick longer, you're doing shit workouts anyway, nothing good is happening for you. A lot of times too, you end up getting worse. And if you get worse, now we're talking about real prep sacrifices like having to change shows and things like that, right? So don't do it. Just take a rest. Take a rest. And I promise you, it'll be better. It'll be better for you to do that. Just wait until you're feeling better to go to the gym. Okay. I'm telling you, every single time it's better for your prep. It's better for your body. It's better for your physique, better for your results. Hear me again. It'll be better if you break. So take a break. Don't force yourself to go. Okay. Next thing. 3, focus on your nutrition better than you have ever before. Okay. The next biggest thing that's going to, accelerate your recovery is making sure that you're getting the nutrients that you need in your body. So if you're one of those people that, you eat mostly pretty good and then you sneak a little bit here and there, tighten it up just a little bit. Don't give your body extra stuff to deal with. Right. And, sometimes people are doing things that are blatantly, they know not going to be great for their bodies and they do it anyway. Maybe having a little bit of crazy pre-workouts and things like that put them into overdrive and they feel like junk after, but they do it for the sake of the workout. Or sometimes people are out there, I'm having a little bit of wine here and there on the weekends. It's part of my prep. I tracked in my macros, right? These things, they hurt your body. They take away from it, right? Like it may not be a big deal when you're operating 100, but when you're operating at who knows what percent because you're sick, best thing to do is just kind of phase that out. Focus on nutrition a little bit harder. Clean it up. Maybe a little less of the protein bars, a little less of the supplements, a little more of the healthy foods that are good for you. Your eggs, your meats, your vegetables, your good carb sources, stuff like this. Prioritize the health of yourself and your recovery, right? And one thing I do want to note on this, if you're having a hard time eating, you're not hungry, or maybe you got like a stomach bug, something like that, don't force yourself to eat. You don't need to do that. The reason you feel like you don't want to eat or you feel sick, right, in other words, is because your body's trying to take care of whatever that is going on. So a lot of times too, your activity's gone down dramatically, right? You might be doing cardio, you might be doing your training. If you're doing step 2, which is skipping the gym here to recover, you don't need to necessarily be pounding the same amount of food, stuff like that in, right? So listen to your body a little bit more here. Feel free to, eat what is feeling like it's good, and don't force feed. Also, if you don't feel like eating, go ahead and fast, then that's okay. I'm telling you, a lot of people panic. Again, you're not going to lose your muscle. You're not going to lose your results. You're not going to lose anything. A lot of times, even when you're in a fasted state where you're sick, like you're not hungry, so you're not going to eat kind of thing, okay, no big deal. You're probably laying on the couch watching Netflix all day and, you don't really need that many calories. Your body has that extra energy spent not digesting and other things to be able to then go ahead and help you. However, if you are eating normal, you don't have any problems with any of that, just clean it up a little bit, eat a little bit healthier. And if you do eat, even if you are eating way less, right, or fasting when you do eat, just try to clean it up a little bit, right? Some helpful things. Bone broth tends to be really, really beneficial to people. People always went with the whole chicken noodle soup thing. Well, the main thing that was helping you in that was probably the chicken broth. And honestly, chicken noodle soup these days is pretty not the same as it was. So just go get yourself some bone broth, stuff like that if you want. That's great on the stomach. It's great for the digestive system. It's great to help you feel better. Nice warm little treat, so to speak. And a lot of times it'll even calm, sick stomach, something like that. It'll help a sore throat. It'll do a lot for you. And it's packed with good nutrients, things like that are going to get you back on track. So another way to do it. But again, you don't want to go over the top. You don't want to go crazy. You just want to kind of listen to the body, let it adapt. And number four, one more time, skip the fucking gym. Don't go into the gym, okay? Don't do your cardio either. Don't do anything until you're better. I promise you. I know it's hard. I always argue with my clients when we get to this point, and I'm like, they say, hey, I'm real sick today. What should I do? I'm like, yeah, don't go to the gym. And they argue with me back and forth, right? It usually takes me about a couple messages back and forth to convince that person to rest. But I'm telling you, it's the key to getting better. Prioritize your sleep, okay? So you don't go to the gym. You lay there, you relax, you take naps if you can, you supercharge the system. A lot of times when you're getting sick, your immune was down. Your immune system may have been hit from other things. Maybe it was missing sleep. Maybe it was some of these little, this and that foods that were not optimal for you. Maybe it was high stress, whatever it was. Take a little bit of time to distribute the energies of your body and what it needs at that time. Take naps. Naps are great, phenomenal. Catch up on sleep. Almost everybody needs more sleep. I promise you. If you take a nap, you're going to feel night and day different. Get that sleep. And also, obviously, prioritize your sleep at night. Don't sit up watching freaking TV all night till 12 a.m. while you're sick and wondering why you feel like shit the next morning. Get some extra sleep. Go to bed an hour earlier. Turn off the TV. Get off your phone. Let your body, let your mind rest. Let all this happen. Let yourself rest. and you're going to be feeling much better. If you literally take these 4 steps, promise you, I mean, you're going to dramatically shorten the length of time that you are sick, the length of time you're feeling bad. A lot of times you're going to get sick no matter what you do. I promise you, this time of year, this is just what happens. I see it every time with competitors. If you want to maintain your prep, you want to stay on track, take these 4 steps. Take them seriously. Actually do it. You'll be back in the gym in a few days. You'll be feeling better than ever. You will have missed no beats on your prep, and you'll be able to finish the game. If you don't do it, you know what? Good luck. I'll promise you, because if you go force yourself to the gym, a lot of times, I swear, those are the types of people that, all of a sudden, I have bronchitis now. I have this now. I have a sinus infection now. Yeah, that's because you didn't take any time off. Your body forced you through. You forced your body through, but it couldn't keep up. And you took what could have been, 2-3 day head cold, little problem here, a little bit of this and that, just a little rest, and turned it into a 3-week, 4-week fiasco, antibiotics, all kinds of other things that you didn't need to do. And now you do got to change your show. So seriously, take that in consideration. By the way, let me know, do you like this type of video? Do you like me breaking this stuff down? A little bit of coaching insight there, a little bit of, how to handle things when they come up, or is this just a bore fest for you and you just want more reviews? Drop it in the comments. Let me know. Thank you for watching. Coach Ryan is out.